Welcome to Gamer's Games. I'm Gamer, and these are my games. Tune in and see this week's new video. Thanks. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I have I don't know how to classify it, mega trade score. I went to a local store about an hour and a half from me called Anime City. It's in Ardmore, Oklahoma. If you're ever there, stop and check them out. Great employees. Kind of shocked them. I brought in so much. One of them, the other guy, he's met me a few times. Really good prices. Almost, and I've got it separated out here. Almost every game I got was off their $1.99 rack. Now, given with that being said, there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that's just common stuff, but it's going to fill in the PS2 shelf a lot, and you'll see that here coming up. Now, with that also being said, I did get some higher end stuff. I traded in a huge cardboard box, plumb full, and then another little box, plumb full. Now, they didn't take it all. I still have cardboard box mostly full. They are meticulous about their trade-ins that they accept, which is really good. They don't have a resurfacer, so everything they take in looks really good. With that being said, I traded in probably 60 games, 2 Xbox 360s, 2 PlayStation 2s that didn't work, but I did have a controller and cords to one, a Wii, a PlayStation 1 Mini, and a GameCube. And the GameCube had quite a few controllers with it, because I've been hoarding those, you know. So traded in all that stuff there, and then, like I say, 60 games, and I got $420. Now, that's a lot of money. I mean, when you're talking about most games. Now, of course, I would have looked for a PS2 heavy hitter. I did not see one there. They had a ton of stuff, though. This was filmed as of, what is today's date? The 9th of October is when I was there. So it's the 10th now, Sunday the 10th. So it may still be there if you get there in time. They had a boxed Game Boy. Complete charger, Game Boy, everything in the box, styrofoam. I don't remember if it had the manual, but they were asking $220 for it. And I was like, yeah, I'd rather get a lot of little stuff than one big thing. That's just me. Andy's like, dude, I'd get it. But they wouldn't budge on price. And I understand, you know, if they can sell it for, you know, $20, $30 more than what I'm willing to give, so be it. They had Commodore 64 in the box, $135 with 3 games. Again, I said, man, I'd do 100. I want to get a few things. No. They had 2 PS3s. They had tons of systems and other consoles, and I picked up 2. You know, we've got them under this guide here. So if you're ever in Ardmore, check Anime City out. It is just phenomenal. Okay, I go there. I want to support local small businesses anyway, and this is a great way to do it. I traded in for there first. Anything they won't take, I'll take elsewhere. But enough talking. Let's talk about games. We're going to move through this quick because there is a ton. If you'd like for me to go back into it in depth later on, leave it in the comments. Not a great thing to pick up necessarily, but I do like strategy guides. Not that I'm ever going to need it because I'm not any good at football, and probably won't play them. But it was there. It was $2. So they had 2 other copies. I don't need 3 copies of it. So got that. Most people have seen one of these. This is a NES. It comes with a original controller, third-party power plug, and a brand new AV plug. I actually have a OG power supply for it, so I'll be putting that with it. This is more for me to flip. It's easier to flip this than it is some of the other stuff that I traded in. Not so much the GameCube, but pins have already been refurbished, so doing good on that. This Modern Warfare 3. Man, that's just... These are the systems I remember, you know, as my kids were really heavy into Xbox 360, I had a Halo 4 edition. I have a Star Wars edition now. Now I have a Modern Warfare 3 edition. This will go up here on the shelf with my Advanced Warfare Xbox One and my Halo 5 Xbox One. So really happy to pick up that. I got this for $50. Or 55, sorry. But it had all the power supplies. Did not have the controller. Come with a black one. I said keep it. That's why I got a little bit of a discount. The NES, I think, was $60. But I'm happy with that. If nothing else, I got an extra. So let's start with non-PS2 games. Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. It's just one disc. It does not have the Undead Nightmare with it. But every one of these games that I'm showing you in this stack and the next two stacks were $1.99. Or buy two, get one for $1, essentially. It's 3 for $5. So count that as like $1.70, whatever that equates down to. A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy 15, PS3, complete. I mean, these are games that I was just like, man, they look good. The titles look good. I'm going to go ahead and buy it, put it on the shelf. Green Day Rock Band, complete. I know some of those oddball bands like that, oddball rock bands will be valuable sometimes, and it's one I didn't have. I've got quite a few on PS2. I'm trying to fix that cover there. This is Heavy Fire Afghanistan. Again, complete. So, those 4 PS3 games, counting Red Dead here, were essentially $5 for these 3, and this one was whatever, like $1.70. So, like $6. Yeah, Red Dead's worth that for sure. It's that good of a game. So, PS3s are out of the way. Let's go on to OG Xbox. How's that sound? Ninja Gaiden Black. It does not have the case, but it does have the disc and the book. And like I said, $1.99. Golly. So, Platinum Hits, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Most Wanted's a really good game. I've got it on PS2. This will be an extra to hold on to if I get an Xbox or something to put with it. Doom 3 Platinum Hits. They had a steelbook of this as well. It was in really rough shape, but they wanted like $15 for it or something like that, and I passed on that. Crimson Skies, complete. I focused on the Xbox exclusives for the most part. Those are ones that I know I can put on my shelf and put in the system and be done. Black. Disc only, no case. But Black's a good game. Again, it's not an Xbox exclusive, but it'll go with the system if I get one. World Series Baseball, complete. So, then we move to Brute Force. Now, it's missing the book, and the case is kind of torn up here. But I normally have extra cases, and I'm going to dig through my cases and see if I do. Top Spin. I believe this is a duplicate for me as far as Xbox exclusives, but it'll be one I'll put with the system if so. NFL Fever 2002, complete. Xbox exclusive. And there's just so many things on their shelf. They had a huge rack. Had the big metal, what do you call it? Like a movie rack, I guess you'd say. Huge sides, and then one shelf on each end, or a set of shelves on each end. Here's Dance Dance Revolution Ultra Mix 3. Missing the manual, but the rest is pretty good. So now we're going to Xbox 360. The 360 is probably one of my favorite systems. PS2 was my first one I ever bought with my own money and everything else. 360, I've bought that one with my own money, and I played it probably more than everything but PS2. And that's just because PS2's been out for so long. So $1.99. I had to double check myself. Man, I know I've got on PS2, but I think it's a pretty good trade-in for 360, you know? And it was. Madden 16 for 360. I had to find a game to fill in for a buy two, get one free. Or buy three for $5. So that's the one I chose. Resident Evil 5 for 360. It does not have the extra discs or whatever. It's just the game disc. But I picked it up anyway. No case. So now, Xbox One games were on their $1.99 shelf. Dragon Age Inquisition. That's these are of course all to go on my shelf down here and be played. Mafia 3. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. And this is probably my favorite of the Xbox One games. If not, maybe my favorite all day. I mean, it's a really good game. Burnout Paradise remastered. That game was on Xbox Live Game Pass for the longest time, if I'm not mistaken. And I played the heck out of it. And then it was gone. So, had to buy it. Only got one Wii game. Yeah, one Wii game. And it's Link's Crossbow Training. It's one that I didn't have. I don't even have the crossbow thing anymore. I used to. But $1.99. With the manual, with the little paper case. I like that stuff. So PS1, I got Turkey Hunt Challenge for PS1. It's not complete, unfortunately, but that's okay. Pizza Hut Demo Disc for PS1. I don't even know which one it is, but I saw it and I was like, man, demo discs are normally hard to come by. Wish I had the case, but that's okay. ATV Racers. And it's got a cat and looks like a raccoon or something back there racing on their stuff. But it has the back case, but it does not have the manual for the front cover art there. But $1.99. I'll give it a go. There were Wii U games on the shelf, and I left one because it was Disney Infinity. But Your Shape Fitness Evolved 2013. $1.99. You know, it's not a real high dollar game, not real high valued in my book, but it is a Wii U game that I didn't have. Wii U doesn't have a whole lot of games on it, so I'm going to get what I can when I can, especially for cheap. Disney Infinity 2.0. There was no point in me buying two of those. And then Skylanders Superchargers. I know some of the Skylander stuff is just through the roof, but this one's one I needed. It's going to go on my shelf. It's going to get eventually a dock and Skylanders and stuff to go with it, so kids can play it. Moving forward, there are very few games other than PS2. So if you don't like PS2, now you can end the video, or you can watch it to help me out. So, Action Replay Ultimate codes for use with Enter the Matrix. I've got one of these for Grand Theft Auto Vice City up there on the shelf. This one does not have the manual, but it's one of those things. I would like to have it, so I got it. Again, $1.99. Now, I did get 6 games with no case, no manual, but they were pretty good games, and I needed them. So, 50 Cent Bulletproof. Picked that one up. The Great Escape. Let's see here. Puzzle Fusion. Lumines Plus. I guess how you say that. True Crime Streets of LA. And this one may have been a double for me. I'm not 100% sure. I was picking and choosing and trying to find everything I needed. I went through every bit of the PS2 games, and I think I got it all. X-Men Legends. It's Greatest Hits So it'll go up on my very top of my shelf here. But I knew I didn't have it regular, and I knew I didn't have it on greatest hits either. Mercenaries 2, World in Flames. You can see it down there. That's where the case goes, so it's upside down. But I have Mercenaries 1, so that's a good ad. I'll keep looking for a copy that has the case and everything, of course. So Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow. These next few games do not have the manual, but they do have their case. So at least it's a step in the right direction. Let's see here. Smash Court Tennis Pro Tournament 2. Man, good old Blockbuster cases. Love those things. No, not a bit. This one is 2K Sports Major League Baseball 2K8. In the Groove. The Da Vinci Code. Yeah. So, again, you know, some of these have the stickers from that store that we don't like, as far as because they put stickers on there. You can hope that they come out right, but they don't. Dance Dance Revolution Disney. Now, I actually have this one, but I want my shelf to have one of every game on there. I have the the Disney edition of the Dance Dance Revolution up here, but it's in a sealed box and everything. I don't think it's factory seal. It could be. I don't care, honestly, if it's factory sealed or not. It's in a box, so I put it up there. So that's one. Of course, some of these need new cases and stuff. Writing Star. It's one of those. Some people might be like, why'd you buy it? But you PS2 collectors know you gotta have every game. So, moving forward, these are all the ones that are complete. And there's a bunch of stuff here that's, I wouldn't say, like, oh my God, good, because there's nothing there. I don't think there's anything in here probably more than $10 value. But to me, the value of putting 20 some odd games on the shelf, that's going to fill up a whole nother row and start another one. Oh. Excuse me. So, ESPN Winter Games Snowboarding, complete. I've already went through all these, and if they didn't have the proper PS2 case, so the memory card, I changed that out. Here lately, I've been finding a lot of these. The PlayStation Underground Jam Pack. This is Summer 01. 9 demos in all. And it has the little book and the big book. So, I don't know. Oh, that's actually a Winter 2000 book. We'll look into that here in a sec. Barbie as the Island Princess. This one I plan on looking at. I'm going to play it probably as soon as I get off this video. Dance Factory. This one's kind of cool. You put it in, you let it load up, and then you put a CD in, and it programs moves into the game for whatever music CD you're listening to, which is really cool. Sky Odyssey. Again, complete. The book's in a little rough shape. You can tell it's been in and out of the case a lot. That's okay with me. I want these games to be played. That's the whole goal. NCAA Game Breaker 2003. I had a couple. I had 02 and 04, something like that. So it was good to get that one. Suzuki Superbikes Railroad Racing Championship. I had to do a double take because, of course, their logo on there looks the exact same as their other Superbikes game. But it is a different game, thankfully. Defender. This one I was kind of shocked to see up there on a $2 game rack. NFL Quarterback Club 2002. It's kind of hard to think that the Nintendo 64 had NFL Quarterback Club on it. Probably same time, or at least a year before. I just, for me as a kid, I remember 64 way back, you know, mid-90s, not that late. But it's such a good system. Hot Shots Golf 3. March Madness 2002. These are, like I say, I know they're not high dollar games, and I don't care about really the value of it. All in all, I want that thing complete, the whole PS2 collection, and this will put us almost halfway there. MLB Slugfest Loaded, World Series of Poker Tournament of Champions 07 edition, and I don't know, any poker fans out there, correct me if I'm wrong, that looks like Scotty Wynn to me. Let's see here. It is. Oh, worked at a casino, and we'd have poker tournaments, and he would come up there all the time. Pretty nice guy. MLB Slugfest 2004. So, I like the baseball games from the time. I used to play a lot on PS1. Got PS2, kept playing. Supercar Street Challenge. This is a game I remember buying back in the day. I was like, oh man, Supercar Street Challenge, yes! Just like a kid, you know. MotoGP 2, official game of MotoGP. So, I love racing games, 100%. This is another one of those games I was shocked to see on the $2 shelf. Worms Forts Under Siege, and it's complete. So, I definitely like that. Secret Weapons over Normandy. Looks really cool. And I love World War II stuff too. It's really good. I like flying games too. Ace Combat. There's one that came out on the 360, I believe. I played it quite a bit. iToy Connect, personal fitness trainer. You know, it's not a high value game in my book, but it's a filler that I needed. iToy Groove. Now, if you have seen my videos that go over my PS2 stuff and everything, I've had iToy Groove for a while, but it's sealed, so I want the games on my shelf to be open, and I wasn't going to open that one. It's just something I'm going to set aside and hold on to. FIFA 2001. Now, I have a FIFA 2001, but it does not say Major League Soccer down here at the bottom of the symbol that's around FIFA and all that. So, I looked it up, and it is different. I don't know what the difference is, but we shall see. This is another good one. X Games Skateboarding. Man, Tony Hawk killed it with all his games from early on with, 64 like we were talking about, all the way until even current. They brought them back out on Xbox One. I love Tony Hawk games. I could never skateboard, but I could on there. So, cool game. Sled Storm, another good one. Complete. Those EA Sports. They powered up one when I was in there, and it's like, EA Sports. It's in the game. Yes, I love that. That right there just brings you back. It should. I mean, NHRA Championship Drag Racing. Of course, racing games. I like drag racing. I like watching drag races. I like performing in, whether it be on the track or not. But it's going to be fun. Airblade. Again, complete. So, super stoked to get all these games. Total Immersion Racing. There's that. And it's not bad. It looks pretty good. So, let's see here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 26 complete PS2 games. So, wow. And that's just those right there. There are a couple more coming up, but then there was also the incomplete ones. The next two coming up will be complete. Now, I did buy extra games that I already had, but were complete, because for $2, if you get on eBay to find a manual for a game or something, they're going to cost you normally $2 to ship. So any game that I found that I need the manual from, I went ahead and bought. I kept the manual, and I'll sell back to another store. So High Heat Major League Baseball 2004. I bought the game, kept the manual. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Same thing. Oh, Captain Jack Sparrow. Get on the mic. 2K Sports NHL 2K9. And then FIFA Soccer 05. So I needed all those manuals, all 5 of those, and I just bought the games. I mean, for $2 a piece, kept the manual. If I trade them in and I get 50 cents back, that's still a good deal on a manual to me. I mean, I've got so many games missing manuals. If I can do it, I'll do it. You know, so be it. Let's keep up with the PS2 theme currently. Crash and Burn. Reminded me of the Burnout series. It looks really good. I don't know if it's going to be as good as Burnout. I'm a huge Burnout 3 Takedown fan, but definitely going to give it a go. And complete. That one I paid $8.99 for. It's one of those that I saw it. I figured I'd go ahead and get a little bit bigger title. I could have not gotten that and maybe picked up another game or so, but that's good. I'd rather fill in PS2. Ratchet Deadlocked. Now, I have Ratchet Deadlocked, and I have it, I believe, case and disc. Maybe just disc. I'm not sure. But this one was $11.99, which is a little under what they say current market value is. It was just a good price I was willing to pay. But the other one I had, I'm going to put in to my sell stuff. So kind of move some stuff around, get some complete. It goes off this shelf, goes on this shelf. Golden. So that puts us up to 28 complete PS2 games that we bought yesterday, or used store credit to buy yesterday, to fill up our shelf. Each one of these little shelves on the PS2 shelf holds 40 games, so it's almost a full shelf in itself. I'm glad I didn't get tongue twisted there. Another Xbox One game I got was BioShock The Collection. Really happy about getting that. Yep, I see it right there, BioShock Infinite for my 360. So that one will be trade, and this will be staying. Now, as big of a Halo fan as I am, since I have a tattoo and everything, I did not have Halo 2. My disc was messed up, so I was going to buy another copy anyway. They didn't have a regular. I have my case and stuff still, of course, but they had a collector's edition, a limited collector's edition. Now the box is kind of rough. You can see the little surface rust all around it, but that's okay. That's not going to hurt my feelings none. Still had the slipcover, and this one was $16. I've had this so many times that I don't know what happened to it, honestly. The steelbook and the regular edition, I used to have probably 4 or 5 copies of each, and MIA. So now that we're pushing a 30-minute video of nothing but pickups, and I'm moving fairly quick, trying not to talk too much, I'm going to save the biggest hit for last. Okay, I want you to watch the whole video. Thank you for watching the whole video if you're still here. Turtles, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Now, you see somebody scratched all around that sticker. That's just horrible. They just foobarred that up. But you see the price I paid for it, $12.99. I wanted it. This was better than the other one. The other one had like half of it torn off, and you couldn't even see Leo and Mikey down there on the bottom. So I got it. It's one I needed for my Nintendo collection. I will find me a better copy later on. Now, anytime I go and get store credit, I want to spend at least a quarter of it on a big hit. A heavy hitter, so to say, something that I can put on my shelf and be like, hey, look what I got. Wow. And this is that. Uncharted Waters for NES. The manual's pretty good. It does have, you can tell somebody had one of those magnetic strips here on the side, but I think I can get that clean. There's a sticker on the back. That'll peel off pretty easy and clean up really good. It's a role-playing game, so I'm definitely going to try that out. I love RPGs. Didn't know how much until, I guess, Oblivion, but this was pretty hefty up there. I think it was $83. Some NES stuff that's above 50 or so has just been skyrocketed. You know, like Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. I bought that for 70 something. It's a little higher now. Yeah, I think that's my most expensive game right now. But I'm happy to add this game. This is the most expensive NES game they had. If I can't get PS2, I'm going to try and get my NES collection. I want to complete both of them simultaneously, or PS2 first and then that. So if you add 26 complete, and then 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So 28 and 14 be 30, 42? Yeah, 42. Sound right? 42? I hope so. Horrible math. 42 on top of the 840 some odd PS2 games I already have. So that puts us almost, I mean, that's within 15 or 20 of 900. And there's 1,800 and some change throughout the whole North America release. So that's almost 50% of the way done. But we still have the big three that we're missing. Kind of makes me sad. But we're going to keep going. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this huge, massive, insane pickup. All from store credit. I spent no cash on them. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff if you haven't already. If you have, do it again, please. Giveaway. Chrysalis. In that little clamshell reprinted box. Will be given away at 100 subscribers. We are at 90 now. 90 subs. Thank you guys. Make sure I can see your subs, because I can see who's subscribed as long as it's openly viewed to the public. I guess it's made public or whatnot. So do that, even if it's for a short time period, and I will make a video and we will just comment 1, 2, and in consecutive order all the way down to 100 and hopefully 100, however many people sub up. At that point, we'll do a random number generator between number 1 and number 130 or whatever, and then boom, we'll draw the number. Even for you guys across the pond, I will do my best to ship this to you, or something comparable if, I don't know if NES was closed as far as the regions. I don't think it was. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. One of you guys across the pond, let me know. All right? Thank y'all. See ya.